We can talk about that for a minute and then talk about what's happening on Long Island.
All right. Oh, crap. I did that wrong. Ah!
All right.
Hey, Stephanie.
It's like a delay.
There's a delay. Uh-oh. She's still on that dial-up internet.
No, I am not. As long as it's not delaying for you. I
No,
mean,
no. It's going to delay on YouTube. If you're looking at it on YouTube, it's always going to be a delay. And we haven't been together in so long. You're going to have to refresh on all those things because you've been using StreamYard, but now we're back to Eve Months. But I'm happy to be relaunching the show with you, Long Island
yes,
Hustlers, episode 1. You got a lot going on. We got some catching up to do with
yes,
you. Some
yes.
catching up
So,
about your co-host
so
Julia, and some other
yes,
stuff.
so Julia Davo, who is not with us today, but she is my co-host for Long Island Hustlers. She is doing amazing things in LA, but in case you missed the big episode on American Idol, it was about a month ago where Alyssa, I don't even
So
want to
it's
say her
already out, right? That
yeah,
you're about to talk about? Okay.
the girl Alyssa, I won't even say her last name because we don't like her. We don't like her. Alyssa, we don't like you. Don't mess with my Julia, okay? She just got booted, I believe, this week because she took Julia's spot. So, in case you don't know what happened, Julia, our lovely Julia Davo, went on American Idol and she got to audition. She got through to be on the show, which is wonderful. That's a huge accomplishment right there. But then her friend, who she was her roommate, came to support her and then basically stole her audition. So yeah, took her spot, took her ticket. And yeah, I mean, I thought maybe it was editing because we know, Keone, I'm sure you know that reality TV, they do a lot of heavy editing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I hadn't spoken to her, and this was the first day I spoke to her today.
Hmm.
And I saw some of her statements, and it really happened the way it played out. And Alyssa, not so nice of a person, finally got booted. So we know karma always catches up with you, right? Karma always catches up with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Julia has
That
three
is.
songs out in the past couple of months.
Mhm.
So one is called Cadillac. Her photos are amazing. One's called Hold a Mirror. I love that one. She did a cover, Life on Mars. I think that's the one that she did for her audition. And yeah, so the most recent season of American Idol. I don't. Do you watch the show, Keone?
No, I don't. I used to watch American Idol a lot back in the day, but I probably fell off about, I want to say, 2018. And now I kind of just watch like highlighted versions on YouTube, just like with X Factor or The Voice or anything else. I don't actually watch like the show on a regular basis from beginning to end. Now I just kind of catch clips. It's funny because life is like that for a lot of us when you're busy now.
Yeah.
Like movies I never get to see, I just watch movie recaps. So in 15 minutes, I get the whole movie. And that's kind of
That's
like,
true.
yeah.
Terrible. That's terrible. I actually do that too, though. I do it with Dancing with the Stars too. I can't watch that show, but I will watch like a recap.
Mhm.
Yeah, and American Idol though I never really watched. So this was like I specifically heard she was on it, so I went to go see, and I was like, oh,
I think like most people, once Simon was gone, once the original cast was gone, it just kind of eventually is like, eh.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, the original cast had its raw charm to it, and now
Mhm.
it's very scripted. If you read like how they put it together, it's highly scripted, just like any other reality show. It's
Yeah.
really scripted. It's like, here's your script, but I know you can't memorize anything. So,
What I say reality TV is TV with people acting who aren't actors from scripts from writers who aren't writers.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I know. And it's amazing that it does. It's kind of sad that it does so well. If you go back to television back in the day when you had like actors that were groomed back in black and white TV, where it
Mm.
was like Hollywood was this thing where they took an actor and just did so much with them. And now it's like anybody, reality, here we go.
Yeah. It's all, and I just make it all the illusion. Like even when you're watching a movie, Tom Cruise isn't really a secret agent, but we're making it the reality of that movie. So that's kind of where I put reality TV. Oh, one thing I don't like is even if it's not reality, regurgitation of things. Okay, once you've seen a woman throw a drink in another woman's face in an argument, the 9,000th time you see it, it loses its effect.
For sure.
Um, I remember, and if you've ever been a part of a reality TV episode, I remember being in South Beach. I forget what show it was. This is like over a decade ago. I can't remember if it was Basketball Wives or something. Well, one of the women where she did a girls' trip to Miami. She needed a break. They were in the restaurant. Me and my wife at the time, because I was married, we were in the restaurant, and the guy came in and surprised her, and she had the legitimate shock on her face because they will do put them in situations that they don't know is coming. But the
Yeah.
problem is he left the flowers, so they had to stop. He had to go back out, get the flowers, and redo it. And she had to have the genuine
Shock.
reaction. And then as they're talking, you can see them kind of telling one of the girls, like, "Hey, you should bring up this." And then
Uh,
at the table she brings this up. So sometimes the reactions are genuine. They
yeah.
will take them and they'll put them. It'll be scripted, but somebody doesn't know that this part is. They'll know it's scripted. But you get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
They'll just throw
absolutely.
things in there. Yeah,
And they know that the producers do enough
yeah,
research to kind of make sure they're going to bring out
yeah,
that that trigger,
yeah.
because if you talk to somebody long enough, you're going to see, oh, they get triggered.
That's like if me and you were and Julia, we all met in person and we're doing a reality TV show and we're at a coffee shop and we're talking, and then they just have her ex roommate walk in there, but they don't tell us that. So now you get a natural reaction, even though they knew it was going to happen.
Oh my goodness. I
Yeah,
think my reaction in defense of her would be worse than her reaction.
I
I
would
feel like
grab
she
you.
really
I would
held
grab
it
you.
together.
I would grab you. You know what I told you. You're my favorite psycho.
I would definitely turn psycho for sure.
Yeah,
Hey, listen, when you're around on the planet long enough, you realize like sometimes you got to stand up for yourself.
this is
She's
true.
really young and polite. So,
Yeah,
no, but she handled it really well. And she's going back on that. She's possibly, I
on
don't know
tour.
if I'm not supposed to say this, but she may go, I'll just say maybe because we don't know for sure. She may go back on. She might go back
Yeah,
on.
there you go. Maybe, maybe not.
Maybe.
Maybe they're doing it for dramatic effect. Who knows? We just talked about it.
Yeah.
Maybe they're doing. You always see those shows where they bring somebody back, right? That
Yeah. Yeah.
so who knows? We just
Got a
wish.
lot of positive attention from the situation. So it would be a nice. And she's listened. She's really good. She's really good. I don't think she got to showcase how great she was on that show as a
They just,
singer.
they just need to show her the intro, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You're in the dance studio.
We're in a dance studio. So I wanted to tell you what's happening on Long Island. So that's
Mhm.
what's happening in California. She's doing amazing things. She's also starring, by the way, in Rocky Horror, a tribute to Rocky Horror, which is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
I would love to see that. So that's in California. Stars of Hits, the musical. Colin Mash and Julia present the Rocky Horror. So that's happening over there. But we are in Long Island. And we have, this is actually Dance With Us, my little dance studio. And we do dance lessons all the time. And I wanted to, because a lot of people are really scared. Did you ever take dance lessons, Keone? You have three. Oh, perfect. So this is what we wanted to kind of go over because people are always nervous and people always say, oh, I've waited so long to come in to take my first lesson. So we're going to introduce our instructor. So our instructor is
I said
Vincent.
I had 3 left feet for people who didn't hear me. Sorry.
All right. Well, here we are. And
Yay!
this is like, I'm not on a mirror image. I'm on the opposite side. So this is weird. But anyway, this is Keone. And this is our This is our pretend student taking her first lesson. Maria, let me step out of the way.
Oh, amazing. Hi, Maria. Hi, instructor. Love it. Oh, you moved and like the sun came out and the room got
Oh, I
really
forgot to
cool.
shut the front door.
It's not there no more.
Oh, okay. I forgot to shut the front door. Yeah, so we're in a little studio on Long Island, about 20 minutes east of New York City.
Mhm.
So in this studio, we've done a lot of short films in addition to dancing, and we've done some photo shoots with models and stuff like that. But today we're going to do our traditional first lesson. So here we are, voila. So how does the first lesson work? What happens? What's the first thing that happens?
You greet your student and you find out exactly what their goals are and what they would like to do and the reason for them being at the studio.
All right, so let's see like what would be their first. They're going to take a first step. Let's go. Yes. Here we go.
So here we are. And
Here we are.
We're going to learn a rumba. We're going to learn a rumba box step. Okay? So we're going to move to the side and back. And we're going to move.
Wow, she picks up fast.
Forward.
Jeez.
There you go. Slow and quick, slow. Very good.
Can you move a little further back so we can? There we go. Never mind. Stacy's got you. There we go. Perfect.
Yeah.
Computer screen.
Wait, why is that? We got to get that out of there. There we go. That's better. I'm not mirrored. This is weird.
She is a natural.
She is a natural. Yeah, that's Maria. She's actually a fitness instructor, but she's gonna demonstrate how and also let us know like what are some of the things that students are worried about. You guys as teachers, like what are the students worried about when they come in?
As a teacher or as a student?
As a teacher right now.
What are we worried about? We want to make them feel comfortable. The students.
Yeah, what are the students? What are their fears when they come in?
They're embarrassed. They would be embarrassed. They don't feel like they're in shape. They don't know if they're going to like it.
A lot don't know if they're going to be able to hear the music, the rhythm of the music, if they're going to be on time.
Correct.
Awesome. So let's see that first step again. And what would be your second step?
Okay. So the first step would be a box step. Okay. And then we would just take that box step and we would just turn with it. So we don't go out of the step. We just rotate the same step and just make them start turning with it. So they feel like they are actually moving more than just standing in place and standing still, and they feel like they can connect with the dance. And they feel like they're dancing. And pretty much after that, after they get acclimated to it and you put them in a calm state, they will say, wow, I feel good. This feels pretty good. I think I like this. I can dance.
I actually tripped over him about 3 times already. But can you tell me how delightful it is or the feeling you get when someone comes to you, they've never taken dance lessons, and you start and they're just such a natural at it?
Well, that's a wonderful feeling, quite honestly, because that really doesn't happen too often. People that come to the studio, 9 out of 10 of them are unsure whether or not they are going to like it or not. So the main objective is to get them to a calm state where they can understand that they are capable of doing it and get them to move so that they can feel comfortable within themselves to continue to dance. So it's basically baby steps of learning. Can't go too aggressive with a beginner because that can actually work against you. So you have to take them to a limit where you see in their eyes that they're at a spot where you have to just hold and maintain until they it absorbs into their system.
Okay, nice.
All right. So how does the rumba relate? Like, why start with the rumba?
Rumba is one of the slowest dances in the genre of Latin dancing, and it's pretty much easy to understand exactly what the teacher is looking to get out of the movement, as opposed to a faster dance where you're moving fast, you're supposed to be doing certain things, and your brain can't get it into your body fast enough. So you start to feel clumsy in the beginning with a quick dance, whereas a slower dance is more relatable to connect with your body and movement.
It's also a mirror image, and the rumba could be, it's a box step. So a box step you can do to the wall, so you could do to foxtrot. You can even do in tango, actually. But so could we just see that to music with like an underarm turn, and then we'll show a little faster dance. Like if I say, I want to learn the hustle. First, let's do the rumba. What? No, because it'll be too close to here, and yeah, I don't want to get flagged. I'm just gonna put music on in the background because if it's too close to the speaker, you don't want YouTube to shut us down. So yeah, but we usually try to cover on a first lesson. We usually try to cover about 3 dances in 45 minutes. And why that seems like aggressive, right? But it's actually better because they're all interrelated. So if you only stick with one lesson for 45 minutes, especially if you're very, very new, it could tend to be frustrating. And Maria, actually, come up for a second while he's putting on music. So Maria, you might have seen, she's obviously a fitness expert, a belly dance teacher. And she's a very, very famous on Long Island for her work with Parkinson's patients and things like that. So, yeah, and she does belly dancing here as well. So, yeah. Welcome, Maria. Yeah. All right. So let's see that rumba to all right, we'll keep it short because I don't want YouTube to
So here we go.
YouTube to Keone, you ready to dance with me?
You would leave me in the dust.
When we meet in person.
Oh yeah, I get a little more body contact though. Just a warning.
Well, that's the bachata. We could do some bachata. All right, cool. Let's set it there. Yeah, just hit that. Yeah. All right, now we'll do a little old school. You're too young for this, Keone, but this is going to be the hustle.
Oh my God, do the hustle.
You could sing it because we're definitely not going to play that song. YouTube will not like that song for us. All right.
Yes.
So hustle is actually still very popular, believe it or not. Not my favorite dance, but this is the Hustle King right here, a Long Island Hustle King right here. And people come very, very far to take hustle from Vincent Antonelli. And Maria just loves the hustle. So she does. She loves the hustle. So let's see it. What's the first step? It's very easy, actually.
So there's 4 steps to the hustle as a basic step. So I would present the basic step for the lady to go forward on the right foot, back on the left foot, and do a ball change, they call it, for a back rock, which is 2 quick steps, 1, 2, and the basic step repeats again. Forward on the right, back on the left, and a quick step behind the body. And that generates throughout the whole dance. So it would be a 2 slow beats, slow, and 2 quick beats. So it's pretty easy for the brain to understand that, right? So you have a slow, quick action. So if I took my partner and I says to her, we're going to do the 4-step basic, she's going to apply that action forward on the right, back on the left, and a quick action behind. And then we will continue to do that for a couple of minutes until that action gets memorized. Slow, quick. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Just like walking, right?
2,
Easy
3,
peasy.
4. Once I start breaking out like John Travolta in Saturday Night Fever,
Yes.
you gotta stop me. 1, 2.
Can you do
3,
it?
4.
Go for it.
And then from this basic
No, seriously, do
step,
some more.
from this basic step, we have other steps, but that footwork continues. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, so it's the same movements. They're moving their body around and doing different positions, but it's the same footwork. But if you didn't know any better, it looks like they're doing a whole bunch of stuff.
Exactly. And if you ever saw Dancing with the Stars, all of their steps originated in some form of basic.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing.
Of course.
Yeah.
So with hustle, though, the difference is that you're not going you're not, even though you're a mirror image, you're going against one another, the direction. You're going
Mhm.
away from one another rather than coming into.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a rubber
You,
band
you have
effect.
opposition of movement. Correct. So
Opposition of
we're
movement.
going away from each other and then back towards each other. Correct.
And I think that's the difficult part for hustle.
Yes.
People.
Now, what about the person? Because, and you know who I'm talking about. We all have friends. Just does not have the concept of rhythm. They can't get in rhythm to save
Oh,
their life.
rhythm's a tougher one to teach, actually. But what we do is like we have a lot of instruments in the studio. So especially if I'm teaching a Latin dance, I have a shaker ray, I have claves, a guido, and tambourines and maracas and things like that. So trying to get them to hear all the different instruments because being able to hear all the instruments,
You have a Guido?
Did you say you have a Guido? I have a cousin named Guido.
it's called a
You got a
guido.
Guido in the closet?
I have a cousin named Guido from New Jersey.
Everybody wants a Guido.
All right, I'm gonna get my guido out. All right.
Hey, do you have a cannoli too? If so, get that also.
The Guido is in the closet. There it is.
Here's my shaker ray.
Uh huh.
All right. Let's open it up and get the guido out.
What is happening?
What is it?
Okay, that didn't look like what it was supposed to because you're only showing a section of it on camera. So I think you need to show the full thing, please, before we get banned. Thank you. All right, now I see it. So that's a Guido?
Am I saying it wrong?
No, you're correct.
I don't know. The only time I've ever heard the word Guido was in The Godfather.
Boy, that's a hell of a Guido you got there.
All right. Anyway, we're going to do a music lesson another day. But anyway, so you learn, you have them listen to the different instruments. That helps. But if somebody is really musically challenged, it is tough.
It is tough. Yeah.
It is. It
So
is.
a lot of times you would work with them without music, and
Okay.
you would get across to them through just visualization of movement instead of hearing the music and trying to catch a rhythm in the music.
Now, what does it actually mean when someone says, I have two left feet?
It really, there's a lot of times when people say that I've noticed that's just a buffer for them to get across to you that if I stink, don't get surprised because I pre-warned you.
I love this guy. I love this guy.
So, 9 out of 10 times, that's just something to
Oh my God.
actually, that is the start for them to create confidence, right? So now they're on the floor. So now if they fail, according to them, they're okay because they pre-warned you. But what happens is they hurdle right over that because once they say that, then it becomes a psychological challenge for themselves not to have two left feet because they'll say, I'm going to get this. I think I could get this. So right out of the gate in the first 5 minutes, you have them moving, and that's why it's important to feel them out. You have to know who's in front of you, and you have to really engage and try to connect with them. And then you can figure out along the way exactly what to do with them, whether or not it's with music, without music. Some couples or some single students, there's no music involved for weeks until they start getting organized with their
Oh, wow. It's almost like when a singing coach will have someone just keep singing a cappella so that they can hear how they sound without music or instruments going on. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
You want to hear me sing a cappella? I don't know if you want to hear me sing a cappella.
Would you do it?
No, I would not. Sorry, I'm not doing. I wouldn't do that because you know what? I have two left voices.
You're probably like me. We're shower singers.
Yeah, I'm great in the shower. Absolutely.
He sounds like Frank Sinatra in the shower, and then he sounds like Phyllis Diller when he's out of it. Okay.
Oh my goodness. All right. Do you want to see a hustle at a little more advanced pace before we
Yes, let's go ahead and see it.
you want put on something nobody would know though?
Yeah, you can play. So, Stephanie, I want you to understand, you can play music. So, a lot of music the artists allow you to play. It says copyright, but that's not a bad thing. Copyright strikes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Play.
So you're
Don't
good.
play. I don't think we should play Do the Hustle though. Just do something else.
I love this guy.
Right.
I love him.
I was waiting.
Okay, so we start off in the beginning step like we did without the music.
And now I'm a little nervous because the music's on.
And she definitely has 2 left feet right now. I'm telling you, I'm just kidding. She doesn't. I'm kidding.
No, do advanced moves.
Okay. Ready? Here we go. 5, 6. Go 5, 6, whenever. Ready?
And this is a basic, maybe after a couple of weeks. But it doesn't take too many lessons to get to this.
No.
That's where I get tangled in a knot.
No way. You're learning. You're learning. We'll give
I'm
you.
gonna get to the part where he starts throwing her around.
You sound like you can pick up very easily. I don't think you have 2 left feet.
No, I don't. I'm black. I come born with rhythm.
Is that true, Keone?
Yes, most of us are born with rhythm.
I love it. I love it. All right.
Nice.
And
That
is
was beautiful.
awesome.
Now that's a custom change because when I dance, we usually hear this.
You took lessons from here.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, man. That was awesome. I like because I'm a coach. Stephanie's a coach, and anything you're coaching, whether it's singing, acting, modeling, dancing, it's all about the comfortability. Even though I'm an acting and modeling coach, I tell people 40%, sometimes more of the people that come to me, they're not even want to be actors and models. They have anxiety, they have confidence issues, they're shy. I get people that have been talked down to their whole life. So it's like building that confidence up. And then when you see them, and I know you guys get this too, when you see them at the end, doesn't it just give you such joy remembering where they came from when you started with them?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
They both strongly feel that way. For sure.
Well, I always tell people that once you get over the hump and feel good about yourself, I always tell people never look back unless you want to see how far forward you've come. So that's a good a gauge for students when they continue to dance and they feel like they're connected with it. They'll always every once in a while say, gosh, a month ago I couldn't even do this. And it's a good feeling.
Beautiful.
Yeah. The cool thing about dance is like a lot of times people get into shape and they don't even realize it.
Right.
Yeah. That's the beauty of it, right?
It's addicting.
You get on that scale and you're like, wait, where did my 25 pounds go? That's right. I've been dancing.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And you can never stop.
And like you said, a lot of people, they come in and like you said, they say, I have 2 left feet. I don't know if I'm going to like this.
Mm-hmm.
They wind up loving it and saying that they're addicted to it. Like they want more. They practice at home or they want to come in maybe for another session during the week. Instead of 1, they'll come for 2. And it starts to grow on them.
Some of Vincent's students come in like literally 9 classes a week or 10.
And you know what's the good thing about dancing? There's no age restriction. There's a dance you can learn no matter what age you're at.
Tell him really quick about your oldest student, Vincent. Well, she passed away, but
yeah. I had a 90. I want to say
when she was taking lessons, she was 90 something.
93 years old. She had form of Parkinson's? Dementia. And she used to ballroom dance at the Harvest Moon Ball when she was younger in Manhattan, in New York City. And as she aged, she encountered Parkinson's, right? Dementia, rather. Yep, dementia. And all she kept talking about, or gesturing, I should say, because she couldn't
She couldn't
speak,
speak, yeah. But
was
she would
she
remember
wanted
all
to
her little
dance.
steps.
She wanted to dance. So, long story short, they came here. Her children brought her here, walked her into the studio. She was literally barely walked into the studio by herself. Once she got on the ballroom dance floor, I thought she was 25 years old.
Muscle memory. Yeah.
Yep, and
Beautiful.
she danced with a big smile on her face and just
Mhm.
never wanted to leave.
Oh.
So never too old and never too young. We start them at 3 years old when we can tolerate them. We don't know the building.
3 years.
All right. Thanks
Wonderful. I can't wait to do more. I can't wait to do more. All right.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
All right. All right. Cool beans. All right. Whoops, my intro.
That sounded like you just dropped all the dishes. Oh my god. I love it. I love when things are a train wreck too. When I started in the beginning, I used to get so frustrated when something was going wrong or things weren't perfect. And now I just learn to laugh and just like keep it. It's so much more genuine.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's part of the fun and charm because we know you know what you're doing. So you don't have to worry about it.
Oh my God, Stacey, it was great hanging out with you. We're gonna get those of you because I get comments all the time. Long Island Hustlers was the highest viewed show on the channel, and so I always got people, what the heck happened to Long Island Hustlers? And I'm like, hey, Julia's been on tour and American Idol. Stephanie's been busy. I've been busy, but we're getting it. We're getting the band back together.
Yeah, and she's going to be in New York, so we're going to do some live shows in June. So
Yeah, my birthday month. All right.
yeah, yeah.
Sweet. Perfect. Love it, Stephanie.
All right. Thank you, Keone.
And anybody who's in your area, where can they go to find out how to get dance lessons? And stuff?
This is Dance with Us. You could just search up Dance with Us in Syosset, New York, and we will definitely come up. Very easy Google search, www.dancewithus.net. Make it even easier. But yeah, we're a hidden little studio out about, like I said, about 20 minutes from New York City, right off the LIE. So easy to find.
Awesome. Thank you much, Stephanie. You guys enjoy your week. We'll see you later.
All right. See you.
Ciao.